So hey guys, I am really excited today because I have something really special. I've always kind of regretted letting go of some special babies in my collection, and I'm sure we've all been there. Those we sell some and then we regret them being gone. I know some of you guys have actually expressed that to me, that you guys have missed some dolls that you might have sold on. And so anyway, I'm up. I just woke up. My hair is like in a bun. I'm looking funky. But yesterday, my parcel arrived earlier than I thought, for one, a day earlier, and no one was home to sign for the package. So I went to the post office to try to get this box yesterday. They told me I couldn't come back until Saturday after 10 a.m. So I've had a little bit of breakfast. I'm gonna get myself, in a socially acceptable attire and wash my face and stuff. And I'm going to the post office to pick up my heart. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you all who joined me on my live box opening. I really appreciate you guys for being there. When a channel creator does a live, it's like the most awesome feeling to know that the people who come and join you, like, they make the effort to join you, and I really appreciate you guys for doing that. You guys are what make the lives happen. I mean, yes, it's a kind of a lazy way for me to record a video, but definitely I can't really have a decent live without your participation. So thank you guys. And I had talked about this briefly in a couple of videos ago, and I've been meaning to do a couple things, like have another sell on my Instagram, which I'm hoping to have it next weekend, and also do a giveaway. So I don't want to push the giveaway back any further. So this video, just go ahead and comment here and comment on my last 3 videos. And in those last 3 videos, I mean, just comment whatever it is that you'd like, leave a compliment. Let me know what you liked about that video. Just make yourself heard. And what I'm gonna do is, from the past 3 videos, including this one, I'm gonna see who's commenting, and I'm gonna get all those names. And the more times that you comment, like, just comment once, but the more per video, but the more times you comment per video, the more entries you have for the giveaway. And also, for those of you who helped me out and took the poll that was in my in 2 of my videos, I attached a little poll in the information box, and I asked you guys, as far as a prize is concerned, a giveaway prize is concerned, what would you like? What would you prefer? And the majority of you guys voted for a beautiful box presentation, Janie and Jack box presentation. So that's what the gift will be. The size and the item will be based specific to the dolls that you have. So you'll tell me what size and what gender, or maybe you don't mind something gender neutral also. So that's how that's gonna go. And I do prefer for you guys to have content on your channel, and that way I then I'll know for sure that you guys are active in the Reborn community. And also, it is international. However, for if the winner is an international person, somebody from outside the U.S., you will have to pay postage. That's all I ask, is for you to pay postage, because and then it just gets pretty costly. I mean, I know shipping to like the UK and shipping anywhere in Europe, and it starts upward from $25. So that's all I would ask is, unfortunately, international, I would I would have to require for you, if you win, for you to pay the postage. And that's all the details I wanted to give about the giveaway. So just make sure that you are an active member of the Reborn community. It doesn't mean that you have to make videos, but it does mean that I have to kind of be familiar with who you are on Instagram or on YouTube. And a lot of you kind of fall under that category anyway, or you already have content on your YouTube channel. That way, for me, and I know you guys might get kind of upset by that, and I'm sorry, I apologize in advance, but that way I know that it's staying within the Reborn doll community and not going outside. And you must be 18 and over. Okay, so moving right along. I'm looking for her brush. I'm going to change Pamela in her into something different because it's kind of cold, and I also want to change out her body. So we're going to actually change out her body pretty quickly, in which I'm going to do a fast body change. I'm not really feeling this body that much. As I'm looking at it, I thought that it was the same size as the one I ordered, but I'm not too sure. It kind of looks like a newborn size body, but I can't be sure because without looking at the other one stuffed, I'm not sure. And I don't want to pester my friend and ask her what, because I think she told me a long time ago, but I cannot remember if this was a newborn size body or a preemie size body. This is pretty much up to 7 pounds, so kind of like a preemie or small newborn size in Janie and Jack, and it fits her pretty good. But I can tell that her body itself feels a little girthy, has a little bit more girth than what I feel what I feel should be proportionate to her limbs. So although the newborn size does fit her nicely, a small newborn size, so I'm talking about like up to 7 pounds, up to 8 pounds, seems to fit her pretty nicely in this body. Now I went to Bountiful Baby and I ordered number 2081, and this is the body that's recommended for the Ashley kit, who is also 17 inches. So we're going to perform a little bit of surgery here. So I thought this was really super interesting. As I unstuffed the body, I noticed that she put, and this was like a wonderful idea. Let me just get some of the fluff out of the way. But what I found was interesting is that she made 2 small balls for the bum, her little bum area, and then one for like the belly, and it was cushioned inside of the fluff. So I think definitely this is a newborn size body. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, and this was definitely a preemie size body, because look at that. So I have the body in the middle, and it is bigger, at least an inch wider than, and like a ½ inch longer or so than the body I have. Oops, you guys can't even see that. So I'm going to show you like this. So the body, the small preemie body that I bought, that was the number 281 at Bountiful Baby. 2081 at Bountiful Baby is smaller than the body she has. So I was right in changing this body. This is a newborn body. I don't recommend newborn bodies for, and I've said this before, but I just don't recommend newborn bodies for preemie kits, because the limbs are just not proportionate. And I could tell when I was looking at it that it just didn't look that proportionate. to each his own. I mean, if it's aesthetically pleasing to you, then, you know, I'm not going to tell you guys. But in my preference, I got lots of glass beads I need to... My preference, I'm not really feeling that. So, and this blanket, my mom made this for me 2 years ago for my beautiful girls, for my Denver Rose. And they're little nesting, Russian nesting dolls. My family collects a lot of this. We have Russian heritage, so that's why we're really into a lot of things that are Eastern European, and they're super cute. They had it in black, and I bought the fabric at Joann's, and I didn't want it as a quilt form, but I wanted it more soft, but my mom did it kind of like a quilt. But if you guys can see, it has these beautiful little nesting dolls. So now what I'm doing, as you guys are looking at the blanket, I'm just wiping her down, just because. Just like to wipe down from her travels, even though she's been in a box. And she looks pretty good for being a 2-year-old. I am simply wiping down with water. I didn't put any soap or anything like that because, first of all, I don't have any. But I'm just wiping her down with some water, and I'm going to dry her. Oh my goodness, I am just like misplacing everything. So I'm just going to dry her up a little bit with this cloth. So that's what we're going to do right now. So wipe down these limbs. I do feel like she needs a little matting. Now, she's always been a little bit shiny, and since I got her from Severine, but I always assume it was that dew, the baby dew that they were selling at the time, that was becoming kind of popular back then to make the babies look dewy, like a real baby usually does, like around the eyelids and stuff. But it's a little bit more shinier than I'd like. So I'm going to see if I can find somebody local that will maybe add a little matte varnish on for me on the face and the limbs. Otherwise, she's in really good condition, and that's a testament to Severine's wonderful work. So just wiping her down with some water here. And I also like that she placed these plugs there so it keeps the glass beads in place. So I don't have to do anything with that. And I love how she's weighted her. She was always weighted nicely anyway. But my friend seemed to have put the plugs in there, and she still weighted nicely. I love the weight she has, so I will keep that weight. And just wiping down here. Patting dry. And now for her gorgeous face. Paint is still wonderful. Look at that. I want you guys to get a good look at, since I can hold it with just her head. Her painting is amazing. If you guys have seen Severine's beautiful paint jobs on her reborns that she's been coming out with, and not just exclusive reborns, she's been doing prototypes for other artists as well, and they look gorgeous. This doll is not a prototype. It was just one that she made for sale. But again, she only makes basically I've only seen her make one of each doll that she has. So when you get a doll from her, it is the only one, and that's kind of adds to, it kind of enhances your collection if you can get a doll from an artist and it's the only one. A lot of the big name prototype artists work like that as well. So I noticed that one of the bags was kind of spilling beads, so I'm just reinforcing it in a second sack with a stocking. So just kind of getting it a little bit reinforced here, and then I will cut that. Okay, so now I got her legs on and I'm going to put her arms on, and I usually tend to fumble around doing this. I'm not very graceful at putting a doll together, but practice makes perfect. I encourage everyone to learn how to do this because it's one of the things you kind of have to know how to do as a doll collector. You don't have to be an artist to. And you know what happened to me? One day, one of my dolls lost a leg, and I had no cable ties. And basically I was forced to learn to do it, and I was no longer intimidated by the sight of my doll being, or my doll, you know, with their limbs off, or, you know, just being not put together. I didn't have any cable ties, so I had to wait a week before I could get some in the mail. So it's always good, if you're gonna embark in this hobby, to have these things all ready for you, because you never know when a limb is gonna fall off or anything like that. Okay, so this polyfill is a little bit messier. It is not solid or as cohesive as the traditional polyfill. As you can see, it falls apart a lot easier, but it makes it softer. So I'm going to go ahead and try this new one. I've been meaning to put this stuff in my Precious Loic. Oh, I can feel it's so soft. Wow, super soft. Love it. Okay, so now I have that done, and I'm just going to go ahead and clip all of the excess cables on here. Okay, so there we go. Let's get this bub changed into something decent. Let's get her decent now, right? I have this reusable diaper that Pearl sent us. I think she bought this at the doll show in, I forgot where the doll show was at, but she bought it in a doll show somewhere in Australia, close to where she lives. It's pretty small actually, but it does the job. It holds on good, and I'm all about the gender neutral, even though yeah, our dolls don't have any sex parts. So, but still, it's fun for us to sometimes, you know, assign genders to our dolls. And I'm not, you know, one. I definitely have assigned genders to my dolls, and I do like clothes that are meant for boys mostly, but that's where that's where I really tend to enjoy the gender neutral clothes, and this definitely is one of those outfits. And you see this is preemie, so I can't wait to show a before and after, which I should have snapped a picture of before and after, but I'll get a clip from the video. But as you guys can see, this is a preemie. This is tiny baby size. I believe it's called Tiny Baby from Mother Care or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Tiny Baby, it's up to 5 pounds. So this body is the right body for a preemie doll like Denver Rose, a preemie doll like Ashley, if you want to stay true to your doll being a preemie. As you see, the other body was a newborn size, but I could kind of tell that the length of the torso wasn't too proportionate to the size of her little tiny limbs. So I opted instead for, now I'm really glad that I ordered, as soon as I found out she was coming home in the middle of the night, I went on Bountiful Baby and I ordered this preemie body. And I am absolutely loving it. Oh, this outfit looks so cute on her. She's perfect. She's even more perfect now than the first time I owned her, because now she's on a body that I prefer, not that silly jointed body. And I know the jointed body is fabulous for posing, and prototype artists tend to have used those and do use those because it makes their pictures come out really great. But I prefer the look, especially in the summertime, the look of a beautiful non-jointed body. I definitely do enjoy the non-jointed body. Look at the fit of the sleeves. This is a true preemie size outfit, and it fits her like a true preemie. And I hope you guys can see her really well. Oh, my gorgeous girl. You're all wiped down and you got your new body and you look fabulous, and I have to kiss her. Look at that. So remember to comment on the last 3 videos, including this one. Anything you'd like, a compliment, something that resonated with you, something that struck a chord. Maybe you just want to tell me, hey, I'm new to the community, come check out my channel. That's perfectly fine too. But the more times that you comment on my last 3 videos, the more entries you're gonna have for the giveaway. So thanks again for joining me, guys. I know this was a long one. I hope you made it to the end. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't want to miss this type of content and you want to be alerted to it, turn on your notifications. Thanks for watching.